Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. Pierre Strong on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Ready. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go. Winston. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Another run here with Harris. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 14. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He is in. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Let me go.
They'll go with Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready, we go.
Now Chubb. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute.
Ready? Wait,
From the pistol, a give to Chubb. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7.
ready.
They bring Judy in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll take this down inside the 30. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. 3rd and 5.
Ready. Wait,
To throw, Winston. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait,
Off the play fake, it's Jameis. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The speed on display. He's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now a return coming from the 14. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
ready.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. 2nd and 11.
Ready.
2nd down throw for Jameis. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset. because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Hey, 0-0-0. Good.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They run it over center with Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's in! Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Winston. Looking deep here for Tillman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He's to the 40. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, this is Strong. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Ready. Ready to go.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Ready.
On play action, Winston. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Play action. Now Wilson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Where we go?
From the gun, Winston. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And that'll get him some space. He's out of bounds up past the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Ready. 23-yard line. Where we go?
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
His throw left side is complete. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a Browns 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Ready.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready.
Now give to Chubb running right.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That's taken in. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the #1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline, it really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there? And
they are into the end zone for the first time today. Nick Chubb, touchdown Browns. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
What?
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
What?
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second and 7.
What?
On the ground, this is Harris. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson, a throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He finds Judy on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, Winston to his tight end, Njoku. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They go play action with Wilson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a second down. Play action. It's Wilson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They proved much the better.